Alright guys, so you're in your listening positions, just watching me. First thing that we're going to do is you're just going to grab your racket like you're just grabbing on top, holding it there. And I've set up these yellow lines because you're going to go here, and Eli, that'll be your spot. When you're rallying, you're going to try to keep your feet here and bounce the ball to yourself, making sure that you make contact on this side of the white line, okay? So you're never allowed to let it come back here. If you do, right away adjust yourself and make sure you get it back on this side of the white line, and we're going to see how long you can go before you lose control. Okay, Jack, you can take that spot right there. Eli, you go ahead there. Remember what we were saying, Jack, to try to have your hand more there. That's it. Good, let's count how many you can get. You have to move your feet, it's okay. We'll stop for 1 second. We just want to make sure, because it's going to help us to hit better later on, that we don't hit from in front of our body. So if the ball goes over there, you can move your feet off the line, because you need to keep it beside you. Bring it back to here, and then once you're there, you can go again. Okay? Keep going. You can come off the yellow line if you need to, Jack, and then just try to get yourself right back there. That's nice control, Eli, and again, that's a little bit in front of your body, right, Jack? So move it off to the side. Okay, watch really closely, guys. When I'm hitting, instead of having my hand in a straight and my arm in a straight line with my racket, we really want to try to get this way. You see how it kind of bends there in my wrist? Okay, so we're going to try to lay our wrist back like that and turn it that way and keep that position all the time. And again, if the ball comes over here, instead of straightening out my hand, I'll just move my body so I can keep that position with my wrist and try to come back to my line. Okay, let's give it one more try and really try to keep that wrist position there. That's excellent, Eli. Then you can move your feet to get it back under control, Jack. And where's the wrist now? So again, instead of being here, it's there. And turn your feet ready on the yellow line. And you feel there instead of like too much of that. Okay? So it's there. So try to use your feet. That's it. But control and get yourself back towards your line. But if you miss it, get those feet moving, Jack. Move around it. There you go. Always let the ball land on the ground. Okay, exactly the same thing, but with the backhand now. So you're going to keep your feet in line with the yellow line there. Make contact out in front. And again, you can see how my hand stays in that position. And I keep moving my feet to make sure that I keep that position, trying to get back to there each time instead of just reaching with my arm. Okay, let's see how well you can do with your backhand. Go ahead. So you'll be this side now, right, Jack? There you go. Hitting your backhand out in front. That's it. Yeah, you're ready, Eli. Perfect. Okay, move your feet, Jack. This will take a look again, so more like a serving grip. Maybe a little bit higher. Okay. And then you're in that side. Move it to you. Okay, you're hitting a lot of balls. If the ball's not there, then you move your feet. That's it. It's okay. Control it, bring it back, well done. Very important that we can make the exact right impact point every time, okay? And so you see where I am, that I'm out in front of me and a little bit to the side where my hand is bent like that, right? Okay? Any time that it comes to a different spot, it'll be really hard to hit a nice shot when we're playing over the net. So right now, you tell me yes or no if you like it, okay? If you think I've got it in the right spot every time.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
That's it. Okay, so let's see if you guys can do that every time in the same spot. All right, here we go. Yes, yes. A little bit behind you, Eli. Keep it in front of you a little more. That's it. Yes, yes. That's okay. Try to get your control back to your line. In the next one, it's going to be the same thing where you're juggling the ball to yourself like this, okay? And then as soon as you get into a position where you like your impact point, one of those yeses that we talked about, you'll send it over to your partner, and he'll do the same thing. I always come back to my little home behind the yellow line. Okay, so you can see if I'm there and I don't have the position we want, okay, then we're just going to keep moving until you find it. And now I've got there out in front of me, and I'm going to send it back, okay? And we'll see how long of a rally you can get going. All right, Jack, you come over on this side. That's it. Find your impact point and send it back. Very well done. Stay in your home base there, Eli. Just do his forehand right now, Jack. And the ball should land between the white line and the yellow home base. Oh, a little bit too far. Just nice and easy. Oh, too far again. That's okay. Good work with your feet there, Eli. Bring it back to the impact point you like. Pull in front. That's it. And you got it. Whoa. Move those feet. So now just watching here, guys, you notice that some of the times when you're trying to hit that the ball went too far, right? And it kind of took off on you. It's okay, Eli. I have another one. If you move your hand like that, it can be really tough to control the speed and the direction. So we're going to try to keep that wrist position that we practice with the hand laid back there. Keep that all the time and watch me very closely. Watch. When I go to send it, all I'm going to do is push forward with my arm. Okay, but you can see that that position stays the same. Did you notice that, Jack? Just pass it back, Eli. So tell me if this is a good one. Say yes if it's a good one and no if it's a bad one. Ready? You don't have to play, Eli. Just watch. No, because that time my hand moved, right? So on the first one, you see I'm just there, and I just keep the hand and the racket together. All right, let's go. Let's try it. Start with your own bouncing. That's it. Get a good impact point. Out in front. Whoop, that wasn't out in front, Jack. You hit that one from beside you. Find the right impact point. Get it under control. And send it back, keeping the hand position. Moving your feet around it. Okay, that's closer. Now just let the racket carry forward a little bit, Jack. Bring it back, racket and hand together. Okay guys, exactly the same game now, Jack. So you're just there, but now we're going to do it on the backhand side. So you're moving, trying to get the ball exactly in that good impact point you want, and then keeping everything together like we did, we're going to rally to each other's backhand. That's it, find your right impact point, move your feet around it, and then send it back when you're ready. So I'm going to go there, get under control, and again, just like my forehand, you can see I keep my hand and racket moving together. And send it back. That's it, it's okay. And if it comes to my forehand, I'll move around it, and you can see, if you like to hit the one-hander, then you'll be more there. Same thing, moving around it, find your impact point, and then send it back. Perfect. Okay, so Jack, come over, take my spot, and we'll see if you guys can do that one. That's it. Get the impact point and send it back. That's okay. You can get it from there and then just move it around to your backhand. Here we go. Keep your feet moving, find the impact point you want, and then send it back. That's it. Still trying to keep the ball between the white line and the yellow line. Try to get it to his backhand if you can, Eli. Here we go. Moving around it, Jack. Well, make sure you have the right impact point before you send it. That's it. Send it. That's nice, Eli. But we gotta get it to his backhand. Okay, guys. Last thing I want to see now, just because you're practicing forehands and backhands, and the next rally you're gonna have to do it together. You're hitting both shots. Okay, so be in your ready position, in your home base position like that. Okay, everybody's there. Now show me what it's going to look like when the ball comes to your forehand. So show me moving your body around to make a forehand. Said you don't even have to hit the ball, but just moving there and then back to your home base. Okay, and show me what you're going to do when it comes to your backhand. Just move around it. Where's your impact point for your backhand and your home base? Okay, home base, Jack. And now show me your backhand again. Okay, but not just with your racket. You got to move your feet and get your whole body in position. Perfect. And home base, and your forehand. That's it. Okay, very good. Stop there. Okay, guys, you did a really good job with that, playing pass back and forth to each other across the line. So now we're going to do it over the net. Okay? One of the big things that's going to change is that when you're going over the line to yourself, the ball was mostly going up. And so that's why you held your racket like you did, where you just kind of held it on the top. Now, you're going to make sure that you turn your hand and put it on the side of the racket. Okay, show me what that'll look like. Okay, so you've got it on the side there. That's it. Good. And you've got your hand on the side. Excellent. And when you have it on the side like that, watch, Jack. You see this, Eli? Instead of being here where the ball is mostly going up, by putting it on the side, your strings will be pointing forward more. And when you go to send it to your friend, it's going to be a lot easier to send the ball that distance. Okay, so then you can see with my hand there in that position, I can really send the ball forward nicely. And just like we had in the last time, I'm not going to be moving my hand. If I move my hand, it'll be pretty tough to control. It'll take off, right? So keep that nice position there with the hand behind the racket and just send it forward like that. Okay? Understand that?
Yep.
Okay, come around behind here, Jack. right? Start with the hand position. Start with more of the hand position there, and then just push it forward. Okay? Home position, here we go. So get a good impact point and push it forward. That's nice. Oh, gotta move your feet back if it's coming a little further, Eli. Get a good impact. That's it. Get your feet there. That's nice. Well done, Jack. Okay, those impact points are behind you. Find the same impact point. Very nice, Eli. There we go. Nice rally. Keep it going nice and steady. That looks great. And stop. Okay, so watching now, when you go to use your backhand, it's the same thing. We've got to send the ball a little bit further, right? So watch the position of my hand. Make sure you can see this. I've got with my right hand, the hand that I'm playing with, the same grip that we had at the beginning, just doing the bouncing. But with the other hand, we're going to make sure that hand is behind the racket again, just like it was with the forehand. Can you show me that, Jack? Yeah, just stand there. So that one's there, and that one's behind. Okay, so that's really good. That's well done. So we're going to practice that. So just watch me. Okay, you can just stay off the side for 1 second. Okay, so now with that grip, we're going to do the same game, sending it back and forth. You got to find your good impact point and have a nice rally, pushing it forward, keeping that grip. Okay. For anybody who has the one-handed backhand, the grip will be a little bit different with your right hand. Instead of being just there on the side like we had before, we're going to bring the hand more to the top. Okay, so you see the way my hand's on the top? And from there with my one-hander, I can send it back that way, and the rest is the same. Find a good impact point and send it back. Okay? So let's give that a try. Come on over here, Jack. Let's try the backhand to backhand rally. Halfway between the net and the yellow marker. That's perfect. Feet. Oh, a little bit too far. Here we go. Move your feet for a good impact point. That's a nice setup, Eli. There you go. And try to get your feet ready too, Jack. Get your feet ready. And send it back. Good. Get your feet around in, Eli. And back to your home base. There we go, guys. Still a little bit too far, but it's getting a lot closer. Gotta be quick, Eli. Still moving. Okay, guys, now we're going to play the same game, but we're going to send it from the service line, so we backed up a little bit further. Remember what we did at the very beginning, and you guys felt it, where if you use your hand to try to make the ball go further, it's very tough to control, and your consistency went down. Okay, so we're really going to concentrate on keeping that nice hand position, and to send the ball further now, we're just going to make sure that we send the arm and the shoulder a little bit more towards the net. So watch, ready? Will you rally with me, Jack? Ready? Let's get ready to rally. I just put that ball down. Here we go. So you can see me just sending the arm and shoulder towards the net. So you can see by the end of the swing. You see me there, Eli? Can you see where I finished, Jack? Just to make sure that my body's facing the net. I don't have to go too far, just to make sure that my body's facing the net. Ready? So my body started a bit sideways and I sent it till the time that I'm facing. Good impact point, sideways to facing. Find your impact point, sideways to facing. Okay, do you see it, Eli? All right, let's try to have a nice rally there. All right, here we go. Find your good position with your feet and send it forward. That's nice, Eli. Proper impact point, that's perfect. A little bit too much, Jack. There you go, Eli, and back to your home base. Good, that's the one, Jack. Get your impact point. Oh, you're reaching for that one. And your home base, Eli. Come on, come on, come on. And back to your home base. So now we're going to do the exact same game as the forehand, and the same thing applies, all right? You've got to send it a little bit further. So we're going to send the racket and body together and finish with our body more facing towards the net. So you see me sideways and then turn to the point where I'm facing. Good impact point, sideways to facing. And you're just going to keep going there, okay? So you find your impact point and have that nice controlled feeling. And just rally with me, Jack. And if you're playing with the one hand again, your body will be more sideways and you just let the arm go forward so you can see my racket and arm moving together, not letting the racket move on its own, okay? It's just nice racket and arm together staying sideways. That's it. Perfect. Good impact point, move around it and back to your home base. A little more cross court. Set up and send it over. A little bit late getting your impact point, Jack. Move your feet, move your feet. And remember, halfway between the net and the yellow line. That's it. A bit too hard, guys. Slow it down. Work together. Now, on the next game, make sure I can see your eyes. On the next game now, we're going to be having a chance to hit forehands and backhands at the same time. So if we're going to do that, we're going to have to practice changing our grip. Okay, so show me how your forehand grip was. And you get your feet ready as well. So you get your feet ready and have your forehand grip. And remember, your grip was behind the racket, right? You can feel your hand is behind the racket. Okay, now go to where your backhand grip was again. Okay, and turn towards your backhand. And from there you can see now that this hand is more on the top side, and the backhand is on, and the top hand is on the back, right? Perfect. So watch me when I'm going here. When the ball's coming, the game is going to be that you're going to rally, keeping the ball in between the yellow lines. Okay, do you see that, Jack? The ball's always going to land here, but you have to alternate shots. So when it comes to your forehand, you have to make sure you get your hand onto the back of the racket so you can make your forehand. And then on the next shot, you've got to move, even if it's over there, move your feet around it and change it so that you've got the right hand on top, right? Or more on the top, and then the left hand on the back, so you change it to your backhand grip, and then the next one is the forehand. So Jack, run down there, we're just going to demonstrate that. Okay, so every ball is going to be aiming between the yellow lines, but you have to switch from forehand to backhand. Watch, Eli. So I hit my forehand on the first one with my hand behind the racket, and then I switched my grip to make my backhand. Well, next one's got to be a forehand. Now for you, it's got to be a backhand, Jack. Oh, you hit 2 forehands in a row. So you got to switch every time. Forehand, backhand. So I hit a forehand, and you can hit a forehand, and then I've got to move my grip, hit my backhand, and you move over and make your backhand. And if it's outside the yellow marker, you can stop it. Okay, let's go. Eli, you're here. Let's get a round of 8 balls in a row where you alternate sides. Forehand, forehand, now your backhand, now your backhand. You got to change the grip properly. That's like that, Eli. Now your forehand. That's it, and be ready for your backhand, Jack. Proper grip and send it. That's perfect. There we go. Okay guys, in the next one now, I'm going to be down at that end and I'm going to feed you some balls, but what we're going to practice is to see how quickly you can get set up, because the best tennis players always get ready really quick. So watch and tell me if you think this looked quick. Ready? Here we go. Here comes the ball for me, and I'll be like, that looked like a great tennis player? No. Oh, okay, so that wasn't very good. Hold on, let me try this one. Tell me if you think this one's good. Tell me if you think this one's good. No, you didn't like that one either? Okay, tell me if you think that this one's good. Yeah? Perfect. You guys are good judges. The third one was the best for sure. And the reason is because I was the quickest at the beginning. You saw me move my feet really quick at the beginning to get in the area of the ball, so I had more time to hit. Did you notice that? Okay, so that's exactly what we're going to practice. I'm going to feed you the ball, and we're going to play a game and see who can get 10 points. How you get a point is pretty simple. First thing you have to do to get a point is get outside past this yellow marker before my feet lands on the ground. Okay? But also, for it to count as a point, you have to hit the ball in and cross court. So your forehand will go to that side of me, and of course, when you move over to this side, your backhand will go to that side of me. Okay, so what do you do to get a point, Jack? Okay, how do you get a point? That's it. You got to start off quick, and the way that we see that is that you get past the yellow marker before the ball lands, and then you got to hit your cross court, right? Okay, you get 4 tries each time, and we'll see who's the first person to 10. So Eli, you look ready. Jack, you stand behind the baseline there, okay? All right, ready, Eli? Here we go. So where do your forehands go again? Okay, any forehand that lands in on this side of me is a point, as long as you're out early and the backhand's on this side. Here we go. So get out early, that's it. And that's perfect. There's 1 point. Well done. Got to be there before it bounces. Very nice. And 2 points. Good job, Eli. Here we go. You got 2 more shots. Good. And 3 points. Looking good. That's 3 for 3. Out there quick. And send it over. Out. Okay, so you got 3 points, Eli. Here we go, Jack. Got to get out before it bounces. Barely made it. Okay, that was a point, but you barely crossed that yellow line. Get out there quick. Get out quick. There you go. Very nice. And oh, not cross court, so you're on 1 point still. You got 2 more to go. Get out quick. That's it. And 2 points. Well done. Out, 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 out. And 3 points. It's tied 3-all. Here we go, Eli. First person to 10. Get out there quick. And cross court. Good. Just a little bit low. Still try to get that same impact point we practiced. Out quick. And send it over. Very well done. That's 4. Before it bounces. Yeah. And 5. Well done. Before it bounces, and 6. You got it. Good job, Eli. You got all. Alright guys, so you did a really good job with that. You start to get out really fast, so that's the first part of having good footwork. The second part of having good footwork is that once you get out there, if you just stood there, the ball could be almost anywhere and you could end up having a bad impact point, right? So the second part of good footwork is that once you get out there, you keep your feet moving and adjusting until you can have the exact impact point we've been practicing. You understand that? Okay, so once you're out there, you're going to get your feet moving, find the exact impact point, and then we can start to see if you can hit with balance, because balance is so important for a tennis player. So watch, so you can see when I get out there. Ready? Tell me if you think this one is a good one for balance. Here we go. No? How come you didn't like the balance on that one? Yep. Exactly, okay. You guys are exactly right. So even though I got out there fast, I was kind of reaching, and when I hit, I was still moving instead of having my feet ready, okay? So this time, to get a point, not only do you have to get out there quick, but after that, you got to move your feet to get the exact right impact point, and you have to prove to me that you can hit without having to move your feet afterwards. So you'll be like a little statue like this. And again, remember the swing that we practiced, just to finish with our body facing the net? You're not allowed to move from that statue until I say go. So if you're there and you fall from there, no point. You've got to be able to hold the balance, and then as soon as I say go, you can go and get ready for the next shot. So you get a point this time. Watch, one full perfect one. Just stay there. To get a point this time, I got to be out quickly. I have to be able to hit balance and nice cross court like that. Okay? That would be a point, and then when I say go, you'll go back to the middle. All right, let's give that one a try. You got to get out quick. Set up with your bow. Oh, you're still moving, no point. And make sure that you get your feet ready when you practice. You're out quick. There's a point. You recover. Good job, Jack. That's it. So you're on 4. Out quick. Feet. Oh, no, you're still moving. Here we go. You still got 4 points. Get out. Balance and recover. Very nicely done. So you got 5 points, Jack. Those are good cross courts. Get out quick, Eli. And recover. Well done. What's that make you on 8? Oh, sorry, that's my fault. Let's do that one again. I didn't send that one far enough over. Here we go. Get out quick. Set. There you go. Recover. I think you're dropping your balance there. I'm not going to give you that one. You got 2 more. And why do you think I won't give you a point for that one? The impact point was really low. Exactly right. Okay, so you got to adjust your feet to get it where we talked about, right at your waist, out in front. And not cross court. That one almost hit me. So you got 8 points. Okay, listening positions, watching me. So you're doing a really good job. Now there's one more important part to have good footwork. You got out there really quick. You set up to hit nice and balanced. You guys were looking really good. What do you think is the last thing I have to do now? I have to get back, okay? So as soon as you hit, now instead of holding your balance, I'm going to judge your balance. I'll still be able to see if you weren't ready. But as soon as you hit the ball now, you're going to recover back quick, because you won't get a point unless you get back to your home base before your ball lands. Okay, so they all have to be there. Watch. Tell me if this is a point. No, why not? Okay, because I wasn't out there quick. Is that what you saw? Okay, stay on the line. And my balance, man, you're tough, and my balance was bad. Okay, so I've still got to get out there quick. I've got to hit with balance and be back to my home base before it lands on that side. That's a point. All right, let's try it. Gotta get out there quick. Hit and recover. Just barely made it. If you hit it a little higher, you'll have more time to recover, right? Out quick. Very nice. That's 7 points. Good job. Out quick. Didn't get your feet ready that time. You're still off balance when you hit. Out behind it. Balance and recover. Good job. So what do you got, Jack? You got to get out there quick. Set up your feet and recover. Too late if you're recovering. You got to get there before the ball bounces. There you go. 9 points. Out quick. Nice balance and 10 points. Good. You finish off strong here. Go, 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 go. 11 points. Good job. Last part of this game now, Jack, you get a chance to tie up Eli. You're just going to go up to 4 points, but this time it's the exact same rules, but I'm not going to hit forehand, backhand. I can hit anywhere. So you got to see where the ball's going and then be able to react and get out there quick. All right, back to go. Okay, ready? Here we go. Uh-oh. 0. Here we go. Watch where the ball's going. Oh, you didn't get past the yellow line before it bounced. You got to get out there quick. No, still didn't make it. It's tougher now because you got to see where the ball's going. There you go. Not cross court though, so still 0 points. All the other out there before it bounces, balance, and then recover. Didn't recover quite in time. You hit so low, you didn't have time. Okay, so you're still on 0. Oh, missed it. Watch where the ball's going and get out there. There you go. And recover too slow, still 0. And recover, there you go, that's the point. Alright guys, so you've done a really good job with that now. You're getting consistent at your cross courts because you're moving well to get a good impact point. So now we're going to have a game and let you guys rally together, see how well you can do. In this game, all your shots still have to be cross court. So we're going to practice just with our forehand. And if you hit the ball down there, is that cross court?
No.
No, of course. So that's not a point, okay? That doesn't count as a score. You're rallying together and every shot you hit that lands on the proper half of the court counts, right? Each time you hit a ball, though, make sure that you cover it back to your home base behind the yellow marker, because if you don't get there, then your next shot won't count. So if you go like this, and you hit the ball, even if it's in, but you didn't get back there before your next one, it doesn't count, okay? If that ball's that short that you can't get back in time, then it won't count as one. So go down there, Eli. We're just going to show you one. Jack, just stay off to the side a little bit. Okay, so remember, the ball can land anywhere from the center line to the singles line that we have to the back. As long as it's in there and you recover, it counts as 1. Okay, so we go for 1 minute. On your marks, get set, go. So Jack, help us count. Okay, so that would be 1 point. That was in and I got back. 2 points. 3 points. Watch this one, Jack. What if I did this? Is this going to be a point? Ready? Watching me? Watching me? Is that a point? No, how come? Because I didn't go back. So as long as you hit it in and get back behind the yellow marker, it's a point. You're going to work as a team, and we're going to see what's the most balls you can hit in 1 minute. Now you come down to this side, Jack. There's total balls in 1 minute, but make sure you go back to your home base every time. On your marks, get set, go! 1, 2, just still a nice swing, Jack. 3, 4, good recovery, Eli. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Keep those feet moving. Get out there early. Get out there early and set up your feet. 11, 12, 13. Exactly the same game on the back end. Remember, guys, like you saw, if you hit it way too close to the net, it's really tough for your partner to get back in time, right? So that counts as a point if you recover, but it's tough for the next person. Try to hit it on the half of the court now and recover every time back. Keep it nice and easy so they can get it. That's 2, 3, 4, barely recovered. Okay, now you guys go. You got 1 minute. On your marks. Hold on, Jack. I'll send in the first one. On your marks. Get set. Go. 1, 2. It's only a minute. 3. That's perfect, Eli. That's the exact right speed. Now, you guys did really well there in that rally when you're rallying together. Now I'm going to rally with you and try to make you move a little bit more. You think it's important tennis players can rally well when they're moving? You think so, Eli? Okay, I'm going to make sure that I get you moving now. So I'm going to stay in this corner, and I'll do a good recovery for a backhand, so I'll always be here, and you're going to try to keep the ball on this whole backhand side to me. Same thing as you did before, okay, but now it's not necessarily cross-court. Wherever I hit you, because I'm going to give you forehands and backhands, you're going to hit this half of the court over here. We're going to do as many as you can in 1 minute. You understand that? Yeah, okay, so Eli, go over there. Jack, you go over there too. We'll let Eli do a quick demonstration, make sure we understand. Okay, here we go. Good, that's 1. Get behind it. 7, good job with that one. So now it's going to be the same game exactly, but I'm going to stand in the forehand corner. So when I'm moving you around all over, Jack, you have to hit everything to this half. Okay? Eli, when it's not your turn, I want you always have to be behind the baseline, so you be way back there, and you're going to practice doing volley bounces. So just to yourself, volleying up like that, doing some forehands, and doing some backhands like that, seeing how many in a row you can hit up. If you miss, you go back to 0, and you see how many you get before it's your turn to play with me. Okay, so you grab the ball behind the line. Okay guys, now we're just going to do one more game, a little bit different. This time when we're playing, okay, well first tell me Jack, when you're playing, do you prefer to hit a forehand or a backhand? Forehand, how about you Eli? Forehand, same, okay. That's the same for most people. So right now we're going to practice to take the ball with our forehand when we can, okay? If the ball comes to the side, obviously it's going to be a forehand, right? But when the ball's in the middle, you're not sure, because this could be a backhand or it could be a forehand in the middle. We're going to practice when the ball comes in the middle to always take a forehand. Do you see where the yellow markers are over there? Can you see them? Do you see them, Eli? So whenever the ball lands inside that yellow area, you're going to take a forehand for sure. Okay? If by accident we send it out to this side, then you can take a backhand. That's okay. But anything in the middle area is going to be a forehand. Obviously that side's a forehand and that side could be a backhand. Your job then, when you get your forehand, is to take turns, because one of us is going to stand here. So Eli, why don't you come here? And one of us is going to stand here. So Jack, you'll be the first one over there, and when you hit the ball, you're going to have to hit one to Eli's side, so that means this half to Eli's half, and the next one to my half. Okay, back you go. Let's take a look. Okay, so go stand over there for a second on that side of the yellow marker. That side. Is that a forehand or a backhand? Okay, stand in between. What's that one? And stand out there. Okay, so any of those are forehands, and we're going to switch going back and forth, Eli and me. Ready, Eli? Man. Here we go. You ready? There you go, that's one. Use your forehand, and just out. We're still on one. Be in a good ready position, Eli. Make sure you're ready to move. Okay, you're on two. You're on three. That's it. Just out, still on two. You got 3 points. Get it right up it, and now to the side. That's 4. You're just not getting your feet ready, Jack. You're still moving when you hit that. Get your feet ready, and let's see if you get the card carry. 5. Okay guys, now we're going to start practicing some volleys. You know what a volley is, Jack? What is it? Okay, good. When you hit the ball out of the air and it hasn't bounced yet. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to practice the same grip that we started with at the beginning. If you remember, where you just hold your racket on the top, grab your racket on top, just like you're shaking hands with it. That's it, exactly like that. And then watch, the same drill that we had, we're just going to have a feeling like to keep it nice out in front of you. And we're going to see how many times in a row now you can do it. It's the same game as we had before, but now the ball never bounces. And we'll see how many you can get in a row. Okay, so Eli, you come over to this side. Jack, you're on that side. No, sorry, not that side of the net, just side of the service line. Okay? And remember, watching here, is this going to count as a good one? No, it's got to be out in front of your body towards the net there. Towards the net though. Yeah, you're just to yourself. Towards the net like I was, Jack. That's it. Okay, I didn't say go. Go! Keep it out in front of you. That's it. Really good job. And stop. Is this the way that we want our hand to be? No, because you don't want to have that straight line with your arm, right? So you're going to turn your hand back that way and keep that position with your hand the whole time. All right, let's do it one more time. Make sure your body is towards the net and you have the right hand position. On your marks, get set, go. That's it. Keep that position with your hand, Jack. little bit more in front of you. Are you counting? Are you counting? You have the right grip you like? And see how you're beside you, right? So make sure you have the right grip there and there we go. And stop. Same game on the backhand side now, okay? So we'll just turn it that way. And the same rule, not allowed to make your arm go straight. Keep that position there. And let's see how many in a row you can get on your backhand. All right, let's go on your marks. Get set. Whoop, careful. Make sure you have that same grip you had before. On your marks. Get set. Go. You can move your feet around it because you don't want to make contact there, right, Jack? So move your feet to make the right impact point. Okay, so do you make contact in front of your body like that? Also move your feet so it's a little bit more off to the side, okay? Off to the side, off to the side. There you go. Good. And stop. Good. You guys did a really good job with that last one, so now we're going to change it up a little bit, and you're going to have to go forehand, backhand, and that's going to make sure, because remember that grip I showed you, right? If you had that grip different at all, that'd be pretty tough. You wouldn't have time to move it. So we're going to make sure you have the same grip on every one, and just make sure from that grip you can do your forehand or your backhand. All right, everybody set up? On your marks, get set, go. That's it. So you keep the same grip from both sides. Well done. Right back in play, you like? Good, keeping it going, Jack. And stop. Perfect. Now you guys are getting really good control there and having the nice feeling with your hands. So now we're just going to see if you can do that while with your movement. Okay, so you're going to move your way up to the net, keeping juggling. And then once you get in front of the yellow line here, you can just send it over and then come back and get a new ball. Okay, let's go. Go ahead. Control, control. Whoop, come back, Jack. That's it. Take grab another knee light. Here we go. Keep it under nice control, Jack. There you go. Pass the yellow line and send it over. Very good, just like that. Okay, we'll stop there. Okay. Now guys, we're going to play a little game with those volleys. You did a really good job. So we're going to have baskets back there. We're going to start with the basket and grab the ball. Come up to the service line, and then at the service line we're going to start with these forehand volleys. And you're going to try to do the forehand volley like you just did, but as you do that, you'll be moving closer and closer to the net. And once you get to in front of this yellow line, you can send it over the net and then go back and get another ball so you can start again. But if you drop the ball on the way, okay, then you'll have to come back here and you've got to go there. You're not allowed to send it. Watch. Not allowed to send it until you're in front of the yellow line. Then you get another one. We're going to see who can send the most in 30 seconds, okay? On your marks, start there. Which side? You can go on this side, Eli. It's the same. On your marks, get set, go! That's it. You're both on one. Make sure you get in front of that yellow line before you send it. You're both on two. Three. Man, this is going to be tight. All right, guys, exactly the same. That was really good. Now we're just going to do it on the backhand. So you're going to juggle your backhand until you get up in front of the yellow line and then send that one over. All right, let's go. Everybody grab the ball. All right, and go on your backhand, Jack. Backhand, Jack. And send it over when you get in front of the yellow line. Start with the backhand and make it all the way in front of the yellow line. There you go. Well done. Okay, we'll do that one more time. You guys did a good job. You got all the way there without bouncing it. We want to make sure we keep our hand and the racket in the right position. Remember, that's my impact point out there. So we're not going to practice bouncing it behind us or way out in front of us. You've got to keep the proper position with the racket until you get up there and then you can send it. All right, let's try one more. Really keeping a good position. Jack, here we go. Ready? Keep that racket in a good spot. And go. Not a race, just easy, easy. Too close to you, but Jack. So just a little bit. You can do another running left. Okay, so hold on 1 second. So just want to make sure, okay, ready? You have the proper grip. And it's a little bit more in front of you there. Okay, you're just playing a little bit too close to you. Keep it in front, keep it in front. Okay. And we'll stop. All right, guys, you've done a really good job now. Jack, close your eyes. Doing a good job. By that time, I'm starting to see good control with your volleys, okay? And really working it nicely to the point you send it back. Now we're going to see who can have the longest rally with me, okay? So one person, if it's not your turn, you're going to stand behind the white line, right, behind this white line, and do the same thing as you did before. Just forehand and backhand, and see how many shots you can hit in a row before one drops until it's your turn, okay? So Jack, why don't you do that first? So you take the ball and you go back there. Eli, you're here. You're rallying with me. While Jack does that, Eli, I'm going to stand back here, and your job, I'm going to rally with you, and you're just going to try to hit as many volleys as you can inside the service box before 1 minute's over. Okay, ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it, Jack. Keep it up back there. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good job, Eli. 11. Whoops, start at 0, Jack. 12, 13, 14, and stop. Good work. Sometimes when you come up to the net to make a volley, your opponent could try to hit the ball nice and high over your head and hit a lob like that. So when that happens, we have to be able to hit what's called a smash. Right? When you hit a smash and the ball is up above your head, sometimes it can be tough if you try to do too much to even hit the center of the strings. It's pretty challenging when it's above your head. So we're going to practice right now, just when the ball comes up there, to move behind it and try to hit the ball when you're reaching up your arm as high as you can, and just touch the ball in your center of your strings when you're reaching as high as you can. See my arm, Jack? That's going to be the part that you have to really work with your feet. So you're not hitting it when it's down here, but you move your feet and get it when it's up as high as you can reach, okay? So one person is going to do that with me. Jack, it'll be your turn. And Eli, you're going to be at the back still doing the volley practice that Jack was doing last time. Okay, so Eli, you're at the back. Jack, you come up to the net. All right, here we go. Reach up and touch. Good. Reach up and touch. That's nice. Reach up and touch. Good job, Jack. Reach up and touch. Try to see that. How was that one where it kind of goes off the side? Try to keep it in front of you a bit more because it's just back there. So move your feet so it's in front of you and touch. In front. Whoop. Still there, a little bit behind you, and your racket ain't falling down, right? Just reach up and touch when it's in front. Okay? Reach up and touch. Very good. Well done. Okay guys, so good. We've had a chance to practice a lot of different shots now. You did some of your ground strokes when the ball bounced, your volleys and your smash. Now we're going to put it together like it could happen in a match, okay? So watching here, Jack, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pass you a short ball that's a little bit closer to the net. So you're going to run up, and when you get that shot, you've got to try